Hello colleagues, we are going to explore the creation of PDFs and converting these PDF files back to the original format. Alright, so there are two formats or two ways of doing this. I'm going to create, let me see, I'm going to open this file here and we're going to create these PDF. We're going to create PDF files using two ways. We're going to create them from something called a virtual printer, which is if you open control panel and go to printers, there are some virtual printers on your computer. Maybe not as much as mine, but there are a few. This is a virtual printer, but we're not going to explore this because this is not PDF. We have one here, which comes with all Windows 10 computers, Microsoft Print to PDF. All GAH computers have another one called Nitro. Let me see. I'm not seeing that one here. I have another one here, SmartJaw. And it's strange, I don't see mine here. Okay. Anyway, we're going to use this one. It should be a Nitro reader. I think maybe because my version is different from the ones on all the other computers. My version of Nitro Reader. Mine is the Pro. All right. So we're going to use this, our virtual printer. We could always use this as well, but let's stick with this one because this one is on everybody's PC. And we're going to create using what's called a plugin. So a plugin is just something that's built into an application. It may not necessarily come with it, but it allows you to do so. Well, this is actually the virtual printers, the one I spoke to you about, Nitro, their plugin. I think because this is popping up here because I'm using the Pro version. The Nitro Reader, which is just a free version that everybody else has, you should see it here, but they all do the same thing, right? So let me show you this, the simplest one, which is you're in your file, you go to File, and you go Save As, and you select your location, and then I'm going to call this plugin because I'm using the plugin. Oh, let me change this to PDF. So this shows all the different types of files you can save an existing Word file as PDF, and I go save. Right? Then there it is. It creates that PDF file. I could also say, let me see if the option is here. No. Sometimes some versions of Word, I think Word 2007 has it. When you go here, you see an option saying Save As, and I think it should say Save As XPS or PDF. That's just a shortcut. That's a shorter way of going, navigating to where you want to save and picking that. Because as I said, it says PDF and WPS, and they're both there. So it's the same thing. Right, so we just did the plugin, which is why I have this open. And we're not going to explore this because this is the same thing as other ways. So I'm going to say print, and I'm going to change my printer to my virtual printer, which is this one here, Microsoft Print to PDF. You should have the Nitro Reader there, which is another way of doing it. And there are some benefits to using virtual printer. It does the same thing, but there are some added benefits. So I'm going to say print. It's not going to actually print the file. It's just going to create a PDF. So I'm going to call this, give it the same name, but I'm going to call it print. Right, let's go back there. And this is selected because that's what I just used. Print, if you open it, it's the same file. Created one using a plugin, created one using print. So it's the same thing. Explore doing it with an Excel file, right? So let's go, same procedure, save as, and just pointing it to the location. I'm going to change it to PDF, should be somewhere here. There we are. As I said, it's a plugin. It's adding to the entire Office suite. Is it like where it says here, add in? This is actually an add-in. It's added into the software application. So I go PDF and say save. Oh, you know what? I should have called it plugin, just for cosmetic reasons, really. Let's go save as reports. Oh, where is it? Okay, there we are. Let me delete that one. Let's call it plugin. Save. Right, and you're going to see this thing pop up. Right, there we are. There we go. And then we're going to do the one with our virtual printer. So I'm going to say file, print. The virtual printer is already selected because I had used it previously. So I go click and print, and then I'm going to say I was hoping to save it in the same location as, where's this one really? Oh boy, my hold on, let me cancel this. This might even cause it to freeze. I was just checking. I wanted everything to be in one location. That's why. Let me go save as. Is this where it is? Or is it? It's in reports, isn't it? Yeah, everything is in reports. Okay. All right. So go print, reports. I'm just going to call this print. There we go. And because I use a virtual printer, it's not going to pop up automatically. All right. There we have it. So we have one Word file created using a plugin. One same Word file we created using a virtual printer. One Excel file we created using the plugin, and one Excel file we use using the virtual printer. I'm going to show you something. We're going to do what I guess you could call it reverse engineer the whole thing. You can convert these PDF files back to Word. However, this virtual printer acts almost like when you scan a document. It does not create it, like you would normally create one using the plugin. The ones using the plugin, they can be converted back to their original format. But when you scan a document, which is kind of similar to the print here, normally it's not editable. I've never actually tried one from a virtual printer, so this will be a bit new for me. I've done scanned documents, so let's test my hypothesis. So I'm going to convert one with the plugin, and I know this one will be editable. So this is a website that I'm using. It's called PDF to docx. If you wanted to find it, just type this into your search engine, and you'll get a whole bunch of findings. So it allows me to upload files of a certain size within a certain limit. So I'm going to click here and download it. Let me see. Oh, right. Click here. There we are. All right, so it's converted, and now I'm going to download it. And that's it, downloading plugins. I'm going to start uploading the other one, the one that I did from the virtual printer. Let's see if both of them are editable. All right, so this hasn't been completed. So for time's sake, I don't want to have a long video for you guys to be watching. So as soon as this one's done, I'm going to download this. There we go. All right. It's done. All right. So I'll open this one. All right. Enable edit. All right. This was the one using the plugin. Yep, it's editable. And let's open the one using virtual printer. All right. Nope. Nope. I'm wondering if I perhaps, no, I think I used the wrong file. I think I made a mistake there. So let me do an upload again. Make sure. Oh, I used stats issues. That was a mistake. I think maybe that's what I did. Print. Was that what I did? Yep, that's what I did. I selected the wrong file. I selected a PDF file that was converted to. Sorry, I selected a PDF file that was converted from an Excel file. So I would have had those errors. So let me click download. All right, my download manager has kicked in here for some reason. All right, not to confuse you guys. Let me click it again so it opens up here. Cancel. Right, there we are. So it's going to save in my browser. Just for simplicity's sake, I don't want to sidetrack you guys. So this was a mistake. This was a plugin one. I should have selected a print. I had selected the one created from an Excel file instead. And of course, you're going to have it look weird because it wasn't originally a Word file, but an Excel file. So waiting on this. So as you can see, the one from the plugin, let's see it up there, plugin, is editable. All right. So as soon as this is done, we'll see if the one from the virtual printer is editable. I'm very curious because I've done ones from scanners before, but not from virtual printers. Let's see. Okay, this is great. All right, so it's not as bad as those ones. It's not perfect. It doesn't look exactly like the others. But if you did it from a virtual printer, it's still editable. Okay, this is good news for me. Okay, but if you went to a scanner and did like a scan to email, I'm sorry, it's not editable because it's more like a picture. Okay. All right, so I learned something today. You learned something today. We all learned something today. All right, so we have covered the creation of PDF files from Word files, and we have covered the deconstruction of PDF files back to Word. All right, guys. So I hope you learned something today, and if you didn't get it, just watch the video again, and just think about what you're doing, and you should catch it. All right. Thanks for now.